Today I have tried both my new MacBook Air 11-inch and the new iPhone 5, and I must say I am impressed by both devices. I mean, the new MacBook Air 11-inch, it spins, it's really fast. 8 GB of RAM memory is awesome for me to use when video editing. And the CPU is much faster than the last year's model of the MacBook Air 11-inch. Much faster. I'm really impressed. And the fan doesn't even start when doing video editing. My 1-year-old MacBook Air 11-inch, the fans spin at the highest speed possible when doing video editing. A really loud fan. And the MacBook Air got really warm, but this new MacBook Air doesn't even get warm when doing video editing in Final Cut Pro X, and that's amazing. So I'm really happy with the new MacBook Air, really happy. USB 3.0 is great for me too, because I store my videos on my new USB 3.0 memory stick. I will do an unboxing of that memory stick too someday. The new iPhone 5 then. Well, I must say I'm very impressed by it. It's so light and so thin and very powerful. Same thing there, it screams. It's really fast on 3G connection and HDA, PA Plus or whatever it's called, LTE probably when we have it here in Sweden. And it's a lot faster to surf, and you notice that it has more RAM memory quite fast, more RAM memory than before, and you can have more apps open at the same time, and more tabs in Safari and so on. That's awesome. And the new bigger screen real estate is the best with the new iPhone 5. Now I can type with one hand and still see a lot of that web page or whatever I am on, or app or so, on top of the keyboard. The keyboard is below that, and now we have a lot more real estate when typing. So typing now is a lot easier. For example, when doing a blog post in Markdown code, then I can type and see a lot more of the text at the same time, and that's very useful, very useful. And the same thing when using apps like Instapaper, Flipboard and so on, you see more of the content when reading and swiping between articles and so on. So the new screen real estate is awesome on the iPhone 5, and I really like the new design with a one-hand navigation in mind when they designed it, because I use my iPhone a lot with one hand. For example, while walking or standing in line and so on, I use it with one hand, and the new design of it is great for one-hand navigation. I really like that. The easiest way to see how fast the new iPhone 5 is to use Safari and browse the web. It's awesome to do that now. It's really fast and no lag at all. Everything is floating on. It feels nice. So my first experience with the iPhone 5 is awesome. I really like it. And Siri is actually now even better here in Sweden. And that was a surprise to me. I didn't know that. Now you can search for gas stations, restaurants, nearest place and so on, and navigate to an address and so on. If you're talking English, that is. But before we couldn't do that. Even in English, you couldn't do that. Now we can, and was a nice surprise. Even cinemas and so on. And that's great. I like that. And many complaints about the new maps, but I will say that the new maps has a lot of points of interest and content that Google Maps didn't have. That's also a surprise to me, because I can find people on the map now, my friends and so on. That's kind of strange. I didn't know that. So when scrolling around in the map where you live, for example, you can see names of people in buildings and so on. I think that's great. And a lot of restaurants now and other points of interest. I think that's cool. I think it has more content than before. But I must say that the 3G flyover and stuff doesn't work where I live. Satellite view over my own house, it's terrible on the Apple Maps. It was great on the Google Maps, but terrible on the Apple Maps. So I agree that the maps need some work, a lot of work, but it's a first version. I am impressed by this first version. I mean, it's not many apps that is so advanced and so useful in the first version. So I think Apple Maps will be really great after a while. So I'm really happy with the iPhone 5 too. So 2 new devices in 2 days. A lot of stuff to do this weekend. I'm really impressed by them. They are awesome. So I'm happy. Go and see my unboxing of the MacBook Air and the iPhone 5. It's on my YouTube channel. And see my hands-on and other videos of the iPhone 5. Go do that and give them a thumbs up. I need some likes on my videos and I need more subscribers. So go do subscribe to me on my YouTube channel, please. Do that. Bye.